Hello viewers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Today we're going to be doing a long, and I decided that I want another Vestal. All of our healers leveled up kind of quickly, and we could go into a long without a real healer. You can see I've got an Arbalist and a, as much of a healer as our Antiquarian is. But I think I'd feel more comfortable. I just want to play it super safe on account of, not wanting to die. So I want to expand our barracks, hire one of these Vestals. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the stuff for that, but we're going to take advantage of this cool new ability to transfer heirlooms into other heirlooms. We're going to drop... we need portraits, we need to upgrade our guild, but right now I think this is important. Upgrade our roster size.
Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
Okay, neither one of these Vestals are particularly great. Let's hire Stanley the Vestal.
Sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
We'll just grab those guys too, why not? We'll drop the Arbalist from the party and bring in Stanley. Oh wait, we need to, not that happy with these skills. So let's drop these, get these. This is a standard backline Vestal. And we're gonna unlock Sanctuary. You don't usually need to, spend a lot of money upgrading skills and stuff for greens, but Sanctuary is so good we'd be foolish not to have it. Alright, so a long green. Why are we doing a long green in the ruins when we don't really need to level up the ruins anymore? The rest of these missions have really bad rewards, and this one has a Rampart Shield. This is the thing we really want. Rampart Shield is a fantastic trinket. Plus, I want to take an Antiquarian on a long and see exactly how much money we can wring out of it. She does have a ton of stress on her because she went out drinking in the woods for like 6 weeks, and we haven't had a chance to apply a second de-stress to her. And you know what? Frankly, I don't care. That's my feeling on that. We have an Eldritch-hating Vestal here. He loves corpses and shit. Whatever. Stress faster, that's pretty good. Plus scouting chance, that's nice. Yeah, so whatever. Nobody has any, like, hugely notable traits. Now, I want to bring trinkets, but I want to make sure that I leave some space, because I strongly suspect that we are going to end up with more stuff than we can carry home. So, I think we're going to leave an open slot on everyone. I think I have a good enough grasp of the difficulty that I know that maybe we can afford to bring some more damage trinkets or something. I mean, we're pretty set here. These are good trinkets. Yeah, we're gonna roll like this. We're gonna leave a bunch of slots open for trinkets. We're gonna try to get super paid here. That's my goal, is to see how paid we can get. You know what? Let's give her a stress decreasing trinket. Is the cleansing crystal worth? Yeah, let's do this. I don't want her to go nuts too early. It is worth noting that the Antiquarian saw some changes between last time we recorded and this time we recorded. In particular, Get Down, her self-dodge buff now moves her back one space. Doesn't really matter. We're not going to equip it. I don't care about it. Yeah, let's do this. So, 24,925. It's an okay amount of gold. It's not enough. I'm gonna bring a full stack of keys. A couple of these. Holy water's good. Oh, food. Yeah, let's bring food. Alright, so we were just a hair under 25k before we started provisioning. Let's see exactly how much we can gain here. Do we need bandages or anti-venom? I don't think so. Should be fine. This is good. Brought torches. Brought food. Those are the important things. I'm excited to get a leper leveled up. I really do like high-level lepers.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar. Now, foreign.
Not my favorite start ever. Well, don't just jam your head in there. You sense the work of spirits. Alright, go ahead and investigate, buddy. He got tetanus from inhaling vapors? Well, that's frustrating. Not like a huge amount. I only care so much. No scout.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
So there's not a lot of new thoughts, really. Yeah, 7 damage is totally acceptable. She's still an okay enough fighter. Yeah, I don't have a lot of new thoughts. We're just gonna explore here. Let's not hear from you again.
Maintain the offensive. Back to the pit.
Wow. Strong open. Jeez, I don't know. Heal yourself, I guess. You really have nothing of value to do here. Oh no! He survives. I don't know, give yourself some resistance for a little while.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Huh. Nobody actually wants to wear that. Let's remember to do this. Yeah, I don't really have a lot new to say. It's you know, it's a scout rooms mission. Ah, damn, we got an extra fight. Oh, it's not a very difficult extra fight though. Yeah, it's a scout rooms mission. I mean, we've done a ton of these. It's the same as ever. Oh, I was hoping we could get a kill on at least one of them. It's okay. They're just bone rabble. Big crit. Aw.
Destroy them all.
A crit would have been neat there to remove the corpse so that the next hue from the leper would be able to hit this guy. The enemies are already critting like crazy. I think we're I haven't actually been doing the math, but I suspect that we're above a 50% crit rate for enemy attacks so far this dungeon. Not my favorite outcome. Yeah, just kill one of the corpses so that you can actually hit this guy on the next turn. We've got a little time for healing. He doesn't have access to his good attacks, his good attack anymore, now that he's in the front 2 rows, so... Enjoy. He's 1 whole point of healing. Now listen, don't feel a lot of pressure to perform or anything.
Faint hope blossoms.
Okay. So this dungeon, to a certain extent, is going to be about attrition. It's just real long. We're gonna get attacked a lot. This is an ugly group. Wow, this is actually really bad. So there are two considerations here. Number one is that the cutthroats hit way harder than the fusiliers do. Like, way harder. But with the fusiliers hitting everybody in the party, there's a significant chance of them causing at least one crit. I'm not worried about their critical damage, but if they get any crits, then we all take, you know, the extra stress penalty. So I think what I'm going to do is, well, it didn't work, never mind. Plan was stun one of them. But apparently not. Also, it would have been really cool if I had remembered to swap my party back into the correct order. A point-blank shot here would be really nice.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay. No crits occurred. That's nice. I think it's more of a priority to take these guys down because of what I was saying earlier with the crits and the stress. Health is not usually that much of a concern. We don't usually lose people to combat damage in greens. You lose people to poorly managed attrition and stress problems. Let's maybe not get attacked by that guy. Hell yeah, Fontemi. Okay, no crits at all. Pretty, fairly lucky for us, I think. Wow. That was surprising. I was really intending to get a turn of healing off.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I guess we're gonna give this to somebody despite the fact that it does nothing except -1 speed. Who's got the low speed? You two do. It's probably you. Didn't you learn anything last time? Come on.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Well, I don't know that that's really relevant to what's happening here, Wayne, but thank you for the advice. Could we please get a scout? Alright. A lot of fighting. Early fighting. Oh, I
Wealth beyond
should have had her selected for that.
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I'm not quite used to the Antiquarian thing. I guess I don't know for sure that it's the case. Somebody told me that you can only get Antiquarian trinkets from looting curios if you have the Antiquarian selected, if they're the one who does the looting. That seems incredibly stupid to me. Really arbitrary and completely unexplained within the game. But it might be true. There's really no benefit to behaving as though it is not true, so... Oh, you are kidding me. Must you leave people at 1? Alright, come on. Big crit. Can't get a crit with your impressive 3% crit chance? Alright, good dodge. Huh. I think that's the goal. Oh, I should have done point blank so that... Yeah. I should have done point blank not because it's important to kill this guy. It was definitely more important to kill that guy. But because him not being in front anymore is valuable. It's not anymore, but it was valuable. This being the case... Let's make everybody slightly less likely to get hit. Oh, it didn't work. Now I noticed that that only did 13 stress on her. I had said previously that I thought the amount of stress we're taking from stress attacks seems to be much higher on this difficulty, but it's possible that it was just a bunch of enemies rolling at the top of their stress range, and I was just responding to a low sample size. It's totally feasible that happened. Come here, you. Yeah. I'm cheesing a little bit in the name of getting some heals off here. I don't want to push it too far, but we are getting worn down quicker than I would like. That's fine. We don't need it.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay. I don't want to do this. I definitely want to hit as many curios as possible. There we go. I don't really want to do all three of these battles, the 2 hallway battles and this. Oh look, he didn't do it.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I think I'm going to pass on this for now. Maybe I should just toss all the holy water. No. I want to have the... We have some people with some pretty high stress levels. I want to have holy water available in case we find a confession booth. I will totally forego loot from the confession booth in order to get the de-stress. She doesn't do fantastic damage, but she does enough damage to turn enemies from probably 2-shot into 1-shot, so... That's basically... I mean, effectively, that's as good as anybody else's attack. Okay, maybe not quite enough damage. We're unlikely to one-shot the Cultist Brawler, but also I don't care about the Bone Rabble, so... Oh boy. Okay, we need to make first camp soon, just for the de-stress. Is it more important to prevent the attack from this guy than it is to start working on the Acolyte? We definitely will not get a one-shot on the Acolyte from Dismas. Yeah. I think we're in a place potentially precarious enough
Executed with impunity.
that it's worth trying not to get crit in the face. I was like, oh, she didn't even raise anybody's stress, but then of course she crits her stupid thing, so she still does get a stress attack off on us. Well, we may have to camp like one person at 85 and one person at 87. Yeah, we may have to camp like in this room, maybe. Come here, you. Look at Fontamine being a credit to the team.
At least promises success.
And that's the other thing, is that it'll free up 2 inventory spaces when we camp. Okay, Cove Folk. So do we camp now or do we risk one more battle? Camping now is not a terribly efficient use of our light. We don't really want to run out of torches, especially with the candle. I think if we don't camp now, we're probably going to have somebody stress out.
Respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Alright, so we don't need to use Sanctuary. We'll go ahead and use Bandit Sense as our ambush preventer. And then we have some options. We can make money. But we do need to reduce everybody's stress. So let's do that. That leaves us with 5 time. Alright, Creed. Wow. That was an okay find. I really can't click on people to interact with. Like, I want him to eat the food. All right, well, that seems like it's probably. Oh, I can't. I actually can't eat the food right away. Anyway, this does not behave at all like an object where I found food inside of it. I guess we'll do this. And that means we need to equip this right now. I don't want to equip this on somebody, though. Minus 15% damage is... Actually, you know what we'll do? And we'll swap the calming crystal over to her. Okay. An extra torch. I'm not upset about that.
The promise of safety.
I'm a little annoyed about how early I had to use my camp there. Stress is getting a little out of control. The pack has a map inside. And the map has no new information on it. I didn't think our scout had been that good. Must you get blighted right away? Well, this is going splendidly.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Ah. This is worth doing, right? Yeah. The spider has 5 speed. It will probably go first. Oh, no, wait. Fontamai will go first. She could theoretically get this kill. I didn't say she would, just that she could.
Seize this momentum.
We do need
Push on to the
portraits.
task's end.
I'd love for somebody else to get the disarm, but I really, really don't want her to fail and gain 25 stress, so... Her chance of sticking the disarm just isn't good enough.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Alright, spiders. We should be able to make some kills happen here before all of them attack, so... Ah, it's a shame. Alright, there we go. So we only endure one actual attack this round, and it's on the Vestal, who will just heal it off incidentally while using Judgment. Pretty okay. Alright, you. Well, at this point, we're gonna stall, because you're a jerk. He's got 4 speed. The Vestal has 4 speed. It sure would be nice if she went first. If she went before him and got to judge him. Nope. Of course not. And then it misses anyway. Ah, I'm very annoyed. Wow, this is a lot of loot.
So clearly in or is it merely a trick of the light?
I almost just dropped that stuff. Really? I suppose we should drink it. Okay.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Rather have crests than busts. How much blight does she have on her? I think it's 2. It's a tick of 2 and then a tick of 1. It's gonna take her down to 1 health. Ugh. Yeah, okay. At this point, yeah, she needs to eat up. It's kind of tricky to know what you're gonna want ahead of time. Sometimes it's really good for Woodville here. I called him Dismas earlier. I seriously thought it was Dismas. It's pretty good for your guy to be in front for point-blank shot, and other times it's pretty good for him not to be. Like, this is a good case of not to be. Would much rather be attacking these back 2 with him instead of a Bone Rabble, who is completely irrelevant. That said, we still do it because we want him in front or we want him to not be in front anymore for next round. There we go. Okay, well that's nice of him to attack the person with the lowest stress. I appreciate that. Please don't crit her. I'm not that worried about the damage, but she does not need the stress. Sigh. Man, we cannot land anything. You'd think this dude's dodge was 113. Oh no. 76. Ah, and then a crit. Fucking great. 81. You know, some crit heals would not go amiss either. Alright, he is now relegated to bayonet jab, which I'm pretty sure can't hit the back 2 rows. So... take some time, dropping heals, maybe a crit heal could happen. That would be cool. Minimum damage is slightly less cool. Yeah, you know what? Bayonet jab McCrae all you want. I don't care about that at all. I really don't want to get hit with a stress penalty for delaying. That would be
These nightmarish
pretty
creatures
bad.
can be felled. They can be beaten.
I have no idea what these stack to. I know I saw a screenshot when the Antiquarian came out of a stack of them that was 19 large, So they stack at least to 20, I would imagine. Ooh, I had the wrong guy selected. That was lucky. He managed to pull that off. Woodville, you're being a little bit of a liability right now. And syphilis. Yeah, no, I got the syphilis from inhaling some vapors, honey. I definitely haven't been visiting the brothel. So the question is, do I want to camp again? We still have 5 torches. Right now I have to make a decision about whether I want to camp or torch up. Let's camp again. We're going to play it on the safe side. There's still quite a bit of dungeon left. I'd like to not have people freak out.
Rats in a maze.
We're just going to do the same thing we did last time. I think it was pretty good. Dodge stone, sure. Okay. Feel alright about that. Aw. Aren't we becoming such fast friends?
And purpose is made clear.
Alright, so we got a lot of space to cover and only 1 stack of food left. We have to be a little bit judicious about auto-combat healing, which means that we have to be, don't you do it? Okay, good. Which means that we have to be sure that we get as much advantage as possible out of our in-combat healing. Okay, a madman. If we can kill him quickly, then I'm pretty happy about seeing one, because I'd really love one of those boxes. This, by the way, is another one of those cases where I wish that my madman had been, or my highwayman had not been in front, because I'd love for him to have opened up on this guy right away. McRae. These guys are pretty fast. It's very likely that he's still going to get an attack off at the beginning of turn 2 here. But I think her chance of killing him was basically 0. And if she had not stunned him, then we would have taken 2 attacks from him before we could finish him off. Ooh, we might get lucky. Come on, crit. 10% chance. Ah. Okay. Alright, and the tempting goblet lands on somebody who's not that stressed yet. That's good for us. She should be able to finish this. Ooh. Always with the crits.
Palpable fear.
I also fear that. At 86. Alright, now we have to get rid of this guy. See if we can't maybe dodge his stress attack. Alright. Maybe that was because of the vapors. There's no way to prove that it wasn't. The leper can handle this, and also I kind of don't care. Damn it. Actually, the leper can't handle anything. My mistake. Ugh. She's so bad. She's such a bad character in combat. Alright, there we go, finally.
A trifling victory. But a victory nonetheless.
Well, we can't equip this or this. So there's no way to use our inventory slots to finagle an extra thing here. You know what? Even if we get a full stack of jade, it still will be less valuable than this one trinket. And I don't know, you drink this holy water. Alright. There is very likely a secret room somewhere in this dungeon. I have no idea where. Huh. Well, I suppose you. Oh, damn it. When I move a hero, it switches the selected hero to the hero you swapped them with. That is a behavior that definitely should have been fixed by now. Alright. It would be super cool if Woodville could get a crit. Is it worth using this attack just for the 3% chance of a crit? Because otherwise, yeah, it's not. The leper's just not going to get to attack the important targets. It's one of the downsides of a leper. One of the unfortunate points of bringing in flexible attackers. And then he can't even do the non-important job that he has. Must you? Must you? Listen, if we lose our Antiquarian, I will be annoyed mostly because of the death counter. The Antiquarian's a cute gimmick, but really, that's it. That's all she is. So I don't actually. I won't recruit another Antiquarian, and if this one dies, I kind of don't care. Ah, of course you couldn't do
Decimated.
Couldn't do max damage. Your damage range is only 3 numbers wide. You can get max damage occasionally. It'll be okay. Alright, that's enough effectiveness out of you two. Some healing. I think it's worth throwing the heal for the chance of a crit. She's not likely to affect the number of hits that this thing's going to take to die, so... Yep, we're just gonna have a little bit of a... Oh. I do you the courtesy of trying to end the combat, and this is how you repay me.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
How much dungeon do we have left? Okay, there's the secret room. So we need to explore... We need to go to all 3 of these rooms and then a couple of these rooms too. So the answer to my question is a lot. There's a lot of dungeon left. How badly do we need crests? We do need gold, that's for sure. We can see a lot of that. You know what? I'm going to take a gamble on us not needing any more shovels. And yes, I know, I can hear all the noises that you're making. Yeah, maybe that's a real bad idea. Maybe I'm about to suffer terribly. Could totally happen. So we're going to have her eat now, because if she drops to death's door, it's going to do a little bit of stress to everybody, and it might honestly push her over the edge. This dungeon layout's a real bummer. All the backtracking creates lots of opportunities for extra combats that we don't need. Okay, well, this is nice. Desperate for some healing crits here to lower stress. Getting terrible luck on these. Okay.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
By the way, I haven't forgotten. I know that we're not in order to use point blank shot. I'm way more concerned about stress right now. So I want Woodville to be able to use pistol shot on the first round. Annoying.
Eradicated.
Wow. He said that was some gusto. Oh, Fontaine. Did anybody else have a crushing certainty as soon as his target became obvious that he was going to get a crit there? Crit heal, come on. Leave her alone. You weirdly fixated skeleton man.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We don't have any torches, and even if we did, nope, nope, nope. Actually, I'm kind of curious, though. If we have her interact with this without putting the thing in, is there... No, okay. I was curious if she had a chance to find an antique. Alright. I do not have a plan. Let's figure out what we're doing here. Let me take this. What gets dropped? Alright, so what are we definitely not going to use? This is not a good trinket. What else is less valuable to us than 2,500 gold? The stack of onyx is worth more than... remember, there are two trinket rarities that are sometimes a little tricky to tell apart. This gray rarity of trinket, the solid gray frame, sells for like 1150 or 1250. The dodge stone is actually a different rarity. You can see like a little bit of rusty coloration around the edges, particularly right here and right here and right here. These ones are only worth like 750. She's totally gonna snap from random, just like walking through hallways stress. Yep, it's happening. All right. We've done all right on gold here. This is pretty decent. Okay, so the stack size is 20. Huh. So this is only one of them right now, but what are the odds that we'll find another one or two before the dungeon ends? we'd have to get like... We'd have to get 2 more after this for it to be worthwhile to drop this stack of gold. 2 more of these and not any more gold. I think we're just going to not take this. I don't want to touch that. Actually, does it matter? She may as well. No, you can't. I don't think you can get loot from these anyway. Is it worth going for 2 more battles to get to a curio? No, and I'm definitely not tearing down a hallway blockage by hand.
The great ruins belong to us.
Alright, a great
We will
trinket.
find whatever secrets they hold.
Yeah, that was pretty good. We have a couple of trinkets left that we're definitely just going to sell. We did get that orange bracer, which by the way is total garbage, but sells for $37.50. We ended up coming out of it with 2 portraits, 15 deeds, and 24 crests. Yeah, that was okay. And we didn't really lose a lot of extra money to stress costs. If we had brought a damage dealer in Fantomai's place, we maybe would have been able to avoid, like, at most 2,000 gold worth of de-stressing. And she definitely earned us way more than 2,000 gold there, so...
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
Alright, Woodville has to get treated. She likes to drink, that's right. And it's worked out so well for her in the past. That round and also every other round. Is there anything worth hiring for our empty slot here? How are we doing on classes? We do only have 1 leper left. We have 3 crusaders, probably too many already. Bullim is probably going to get fired at some point. We have 1 grave robber. I guess we'll take this grave robber.
To those with a keen eye,
Actually, I'm gonna...
gold gleams like a dagger's point. This one has become vestigial, useless.
Face B, by the way. Pretty solid name. Alright, we will not be recruiting a leper at any point during this Let's Play. Lepers are far too terrible. Oof, what an awful trinket. I mean, it's not. It's fine. If you like to do dark runs, this is actually pretty good. 15 accuracy is strong, 4% crit is strong. I just don't dark run very often. Well, we still do need, unfortunately, to expand the levels of everywhere that isn't the ruins. So, come back next time, next episode, Darkest Dungeon, Hard Mode, when we do exactly that. I don't know, maybe this. Paralyzer's Crest is pretty good. Yeah, come back next time. We'll go to the Warrens. We'll get some portraits. We'll fight a few pigs. It'll be great. We'll see you then.